Take out your comb to just shush and mat that bit of hair up. So you can see here my fingers are taped up. I'm putting the hook and doing the backwards and forwards motion with the hook. What we're doing here is we are actually weaving the hair on the outside of the bulky area you've just shushed up, and it's all bound in all around the side of the dread. If this was real hair, later on the dread would expand and this weaving would slightly open and the actual matting underneath the dread will start to take hold. If your hook gets caught in the dread, simply remove the hook. Don't try and continue dreading. Just remove the hook and start again. If you come across any loops, you always pull from the other direction. If the loop is on the left, come in from the right hand side, pull the loop into the center of the dread and wrap around. As you can see here, I'm in slow motion, pulling the hair around the outside of the dread. You can see little bits of hair that I have on my hook, and I'm kind of pulling them through each other like a looping process. When you get better at this, you will not have to take your hook out of the dread at all. But in the beginning, you'll find that you will need to take it out every now and again to get a better understanding of where you are. The rolling action that's happening with your fingers in the other hand is helping to keep the dread round as you go down the length of the dread. It's something like an infinity sign. So if you can put that in your head, the hook is making a figure 8 shape going up and down the dread. And this is how we keep the dread weaved on the outside area, which is where we want it to be. I'm not interested in completely weaving the whole dread because inside the dread is where the matting happens. This motion is not meant to twist the hair up, but instead to just move it backwards and forwards between your fingers. Make sure the hook is always in between your fingers. If you try and place the hook above your fingers, you will get loops like this. You have to have control of the hook. The hair needs to be between your fingers and the hook needs to be between your fingers. We see this many times, people stabbing above the hands and fingers. This will simply just never work and take you forever and make you feel like you can't actually understand the process. So always hold the hair between the thumb and the forefinger, which is why you need to have them protected, and control your action. This way you will get a very round and continuous weave. Each time you get to an area that needs shushing, take out your comb and continue to just shush and mat that bit of hair up. This is really important so you have a little bit of bulk, and it certainly helps with the dreading process. If you don't shush, you'll find the dread looks a lot more weaved, whereas the little bit of shushing just gives it that edge to make the dread look a bit more established. It is both important in synthetic dreads and also human hair dreads. Dreading hair that has been shushed is far easier on your fingers as it helps to give bulk, and also it speeds up the dreading process. So on all levels is an important and integral part of your dreadlock making. The best way for you to get fast and efficient with your dread making is to practice. The more dreads that you make, the better you get at the job. So for the first few weeks, this is what you should be doing every night. Place a dread in front of you if you're about to watch the television, or if you're just sitting in the lounge room, and just dread. Put on some music and try to do at least 3 to 4 dreads a night.